What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to check out Baldur's Gate 3 with all the updates it's had and whatnot, and we're also going to check out Act 3. So we'll kill all those birds with one stone. So I'm hoping it'll run pretty decently. It did a pretty good job on the secondary computer. There was a stutter here and there, but Act 3 is known for that. But it used to be like unplayable when the game first came out, and you get to Act 3. Like, that thing would drop down in the 40s FPS. And I was like, whoa. But it doesn't seem to do that anymore, because I remember playing quite a bit of Act 3, quite a few times, and never really had a huge problem with that anymore. Unless, well, I don't play with the FPS thing on, so either my G-Sync hit it well, or it's getting way more FPS now. So, figure, let's go, hop into the game, check out the settings, and then we'll get a little bit of some screen recorded gameplay, and some camera too. So, let's go hop ourselves into the game. Alright, let's have a quick look at the settings we're going to go with here on the main computer. We're going to play at 4K. We turned off VSync and the frame rate cap. We're playing at native resolution. And alright, and with that, let's go ahead and get into the game. Well now, here we are in the game. So, let's go run around and see what kind of frame rate and frame times we get with this guy. Now, the AMD computer was doing pretty good. Every once in a while it would have a stutter just walking around the town. And whenever you talk to people and whatnot, but I think even this computer does that. But I think this one was better at just walking around the town. I don't recall this one ever having any gigantic frame time skips. Which makes me think maybe this game cares more about single core performance than anything. And this definitely has a lot more than than my 5800X 3D does, that's for sure. Now maybe the 3D V cache helps a little bit, and maybe mine would pull ahead of a normal 5800X 3D. Who knows? Best way to tell is go look at if anybody did a benchmark between those two, and if this game gets more FPS on the normal one, then we have our answer, because that one does have slightly higher clock speeds, albeit only slightly. But mostly about the 5800X 3D, that thing is mostly about the V cache. This 3900K in this computer is more about lots of power. Throw a lot of power at it. We're sitting at anywhere from 110 to 140 watts, depending on where we are in the city. That's nuts. I don't really care about power. We got a friggin' solar field out back, but still, that's a lot of heat. And I got great, what do you call it? Cooling in here, so I can keep it whatever I want, whether it's warmth or cold. The only thing I can't do is I can't get humidity. So I had to get a little humidifier for the winter, but
we have much to be thankful for.
The AC works great. Way better than the old house. The old house, my computer room would always be freaking 85 to 90. So don't have to deal with that anymore. I'm sure all my electronics sure appreciate it. I think Misty appreciates it too. With all that hair, she is probably hot as hell. Alright, what do we got here?
Pointed glare informs you that you shouldn't
they don't want me to steal from her. That makes sense. It is a funeral. I don't think too many people would be alright if some guy just came into someone else's funeral. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna go through your loved one's possessions and pickpocket them, okay? Most people would probably be like, no, I'm gonna pretty much kill you.
Her lips blue with her kiss, her lungs full of her quenching word. Umberly's mercy saved her from a slow, sinking death in the beast's shadow. How dare this beast sully the safety of Grey Harbor? We will find its master and send him struggling into the bitch queen's embrace. Not a sweet sleep like Holly's, but a suffocating flood of fruitless guards and bursting flesh. You, supplicant, what tribute do you bring to honor the Wave Mother's fallen daughter? Yes, then you know as well as Umberly that blood must soon be shed. Your tribute
Oh,
is well
hello,
received.
Misty. A flying cat
Breathe
just kind of
deep
came
as she
flying at me
permits.
for a second there.
Yes.
Did the person
Thank the
drown?
Wave Mother. Blessed Umberly saw fit to spare her an ignoble death. But her passing was not as the Wave Mother intended. It was a beast who took her life. An unnatural one whose very existence is an affront to Umberly. A wretched metal monstrosity hewn by hubris. A rusting pollutant that bleeds black blood into Umberly's pristine waters.
Can't let him drop no more oil in there.
The Queen of the Depths is generous to those who serve her. And her
Well, that's
flame
good.
is far less deadly than her
As long
wrath.
as it's not drowning me.
Find the master of this poisonous
I don't want to be drowned
beast
as a reward.
and slay him. Then one of her most precious gifts shall be yours.
Exactly. This precious gift isn't drowning, is it? But no, I'll just say I'll see what I can do.
Brow. We await your return and the Beastmaster's demise. Rejoice as the Wave Mother welcomes another
All right.
daughter to the deep wilds. Know that we too shall
Let's go run around a little bit more here. And then we'll move on to camera. But since a lot of that was talking, I want to get a little bit of more running around the city screen recorded here. See if we see any more big frame time skips. Like the AMD computer, it's not like it was doing it constantly, but I think like 3 or 4 times it did it. Where this one only dropped frames a little bit when we talked to the lady back there. Yeah, we'll just spin around a little bit. Get a little extra blood on the feet, you know?
Pays all right. For these dawn to dusk days. We'll get to them soon enough.
It's peaceful, isn't it? Peaceful for the moment. How long will it be inviting you to listen to the tale of its plight? A sepulchral beckoning from beyond.
Touch upon a lock of your hair.
All right. I think this looks like a pretty good spot to stop and move on to camera, so let's go move on to camera. All right, so here we are getting ourselves some camera recorded gameplay now.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
I think it's been doing a pretty damn good job so far. We haven't gotten any super stutters yet. So it's definitely doing a little better than the AMD computer, but that could be because the game likes single core performance more, and the 3D V-cache of my 5800X 3D is not enough. Because this one we're hitting 100% a lot more often on the GPU than we were on the all AMD rig. We're still not always there, but we're there a lot more often than we were on the AMD computer. That one was bouncing around the 60 to 80%. See, it still drops down to like 85 or whatever here. But the other one was going way lower. See, it's going down to 70 something here. So there's certain spots though where it's still bottlenecks. So you're never going to have a system that never bottlenecks anything, but we're getting hundreds of FPS right now. Completely maxed out. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that's more than enough FPS for a game like this. Alright, keep getting all turned around. I'm trying to go to the same freaking place that I went before, and I seem to be stuck over here. Where did I go to get away from here? Was it this way?
Trees must be blowing inland today, bringing the stench of
Haha, I think I figured it out. Got lost for a second there. No rush. We laughed out of the city. Well, who nobody wants to get laughed out of the city. Especially not lower city. Huh. Alrighty then. They're certainly having a blast, aren't they?
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard?
Such a bustling city. I don't really want to go that way. I want to stay here. Up the stairs, down the stairs, who knows?
When do I get the ring from your wife?
Well, alright guys, I think that's plenty of camera recording gameplay, so why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Baldur's Gate 3. with all the updates in the city, and I think it did a pretty damn good job. We didn't really have too many drop frames just when we would talk to people, but that just seems to happen in that game. When we were just running around, we didn't really get any drop frames like we did on the AMD computer. I think maybe that 5800X3D in that particular game is holding it back. Or maybe the game just hates AMD. One of the two. Some games switch back and forth. Some games run the way this one does on the AMD system, and this one's over here having random stutters. So, goes back and forth. Though I will say, generally speaking, this one seems to be a little more smooth, but that's just how it seems to be. And who knows, maybe I have something set up stupidly on the AMD computer. I don't know. But anyway, that is all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.